Now we go on to grammar. Now, as we are talking about some actions, we need to use a lot of verbs. How do we use the verbs? It is a description of action. But these are different types of verbs that you would use. One type of verb is finite, which is a full verb. You can make a sentence with a finite verb in it. The other kind of verb is incomplete verb or non-finite, it's called. So I've given the example here. Please see the example. We travel to space. Here the verb has a subject we, and we say we travel. So this is the action in the verb. The second type is attached to another verb and does not have a subject. So please see the difference between the finite and the non-finite verb is finite verb has subject. Non-finite verb does not have a subject. Alright, so I hope that's clear. So now you say that to travel in space, we need a spacecraft. So in a sentence like this, which is the finite verb? Finite verb will be the main verb in that sentence, the complete verb. Here the complete verb is need. We need a spacecraft. That makes a full sentence. But the non-finite verb to travel in space, that is added to the sentence. So we use the non-finite verb to add something to the sentence. So need is the complete verb and the subject is we. But to travel in space, see, it doesn't have a subject. So that means that we can use two verbs in a sentence, one a finite verb and one a non-finite verb. So see, three types of verbs are there for the non-finite, that is to travel, traveling, and having traveled. Okay? So these are three ways in which we can use the non-finite verb. So the thing to remember is that you will use the non-finite verb in combination with a finite verb, because finite verb is complete and non-finite verb is incomplete. But you can use it in combination with the complete verb. You add to the meaning of the verb. Right? So this is one way of building a sentence which is expected of you. It is expected in the exam that you will be able to make sentences like these. Right? So we need more practice in that. So here we are. There are some exercises for you to do. Complete the above sentences that have been given, which is to travel, traveling, and having traveled. Okay, so they are the beginning of a sentence. You can add to it and you can complete the sentence. So use a suitable verb with to or ing. You may use verbs like develop, improve. So list of verbs is given. Now fill in the blanks with the verb which has to in it, because a non-finite verb will have to do something, to go, to travel. So it will always have to. Enormous funds are needed to do space research or to carry out space research. Okay, so you can go on and do the rest of the exercise. Now, when we see these sentences, we see that two verbs are combined. All right, as I said before, two verbs are being combined. Look at the combinations. Demand to see, demand to go. So one verb is demand, the other verb is see. One verb is demand, the other verb is go. Similarly, like. We have like to eat, like to read. So like is one verb and eat is another verb. Expect to find, expect to spend. So here we have what we call double verbs. Two verbs are there. Then we also can see that we can have the ing form. So one way of using this verb is with to like something or like to see. like to do, promise to go, etc. So to is there. In other verbs, we can use ing also. So here look, there are two verbs, dislike and then there is a verb fight. But instead of saying dislike to fight, we say dislike fighting, ing form. Love driving, not love to drive, but love driving. So we can use ing form over here. Justify spending, avoid speaking, consider postponing. So here, in all these verbs, we'll find ing form. But along with that, we have a verb separate from that also, like dislike, love, justify. So there are two verbs here. So this is the double form of the verb, right? So you can use this double form. You can use two verbs also.